Hi guys, Radhika here again. So today I wanted to talk about two emotions, shame and guilt. Shame and guilt are weapons that a narcissist will use against you. Now, I have kind of divided this in two ways. So let's talk about shame first. So, the emotion of shame is basically a feeling that a person gets, which basically tells them that they are not good. So, a feeling of shame is basically just that. It's a feeling that something is wrong with you, you are not good enough, or you are not decent. It could be any kind of shame. It could be body shaming. It could be like, oh, you are too fat, you are too thin, you are too tall, you are too short, you are too dark. You might be ashamed into being like too light skinned, like a ghost. So, or you are bald. There's like so many types of things that a person can shame you on. Then again, they can shame you on your moral characteristics, like you are selfish, or you are uncaring, or even like you are a narcissist when you are not. Actually, you are a good, not a, I don't want to say good, but you are not a narcissist. So basically it's all about it's not so much about good and bad, but it's about what you are and what they are trying to convince you that you are. So, as children, we all are very free, we all are very full of love, full of joy, we have a lot of confidence in ourselves. But over time, when people put this feeling of shame into you, so you can be like, people can shame you for being a woman, they can shame you for being gay, they can shame you sometimes for being a man who's sensitive. So they won't, if you cry, they will say that, oh, you're a man, why are you crying? So things like that. So basically, that's the feeling of shame. Now, overall, as a society, we are very shame based, and it's so ingrained in all of us that we judge others, we judge ourselves, and we don't even notice it anymore. Like, we just do it, and we don't even think that we are doing it, but it's just so ingrained within us that we are doing it all the time, actually. So, how does a narcissist use shame? So, a narcissist, so as I said, most of us are doing this all the time without knowing it, but a narcissist knows it. So, a narcissist will shame a person out of an intention. So, the narcissist has a particular intention. The intention might be of making the person feel bad, or of making the person lose confidence, or of just jilting the person, or if just basically spreading negativity within that person. So that's the difference. As a society, we are always doing it, but I actually think a lot of people don't even know that they are doing it, because they don't think so much. They just robotically operate in this society. They see something happen and they repeat it, and we keep doing these motions again and again without actually ever internalizing it or thinking about why we are doing this thing. Is this thing coming from me, or am I just seeing someone else do it and I'm repeating it? So a lot of time, that's how it happens. But a narcissist knows what shame will do to a person, what shame will do to a child who's growing up, and how it can shape their personality, how much hurt a person can feel when they are made to feel ashamed again and again and again. So a narcissist actually uses shame as a weapon. um, some of the things a narcissist will do, and usually it's an overt narcissist who does it. Even covert narcissists do it, but they will not do it so blatantly, because they are trying to maintain this image that they are a good person. So they won't bully people overtly, They might do it sometimes because sometimes they let the cover slip, so they might bully someone sometimes, but overall they keep on doing this switch, covert narcissist. So they will be bad to you, then they will be nice to you. They will be bad to you, then they will be nice to you. So it's they are conflicted people, actually, covert narcissists. And overt narcissists, they are just out there. They'll just insult you all the time, call you names, put you on the spot, like embarrassing you, compare you to others, just always bring up the failures that you have had in your life. So these people are kind of easy to spot because these are the bullies. So you would call them as bullies. So basically, bullies are themselves people who have been hurt before. So, a bully, I don't think anyone is actually born as a bully. A person gets bullied, and then when a person is bullied, they have two choices. They can either become a bully themselves so that they don't get bullied again, or they can choose the path of forgiveness. They can stand up for themselves, so they can bully the person back who's bullying them, or not bully per se, but stop the person who's bullying them, and they don't bully anyone else. They just go on living their life and they forgive the bully or they forget the bully. So that's one way of leading life. But a lot of people, what they do is they think the only way out of being bullied is either becoming friends with the bully and bullying along with the bully. So they won't be the actual bully, a bullying person, but they will just team up with the bully. So these people are kind of like codependents, or a person might just become a bully. So these people are the narcissists. So as you can see, that the narcissist is not actually a bad person. It's just a person who has made a bad choice in life after they have been through something bad themselves. So that's what I think is the case. So they keep on choosing bad, they always keep on making the bad decisions in life, and then they will reach a point where they think there's just no recovery now to what I have been doing, and they are so programmed into what they are doing that they never actually take a step back and see what is happening. So that's how I think overt narcissists are born and how they become bullies, and that's how they use shame against towards people who they want to trouble. Now, covert narcissists will use shame in a different way. What covert narcissists do is they will always act as the victim in any situation. So they will always be the angels, and everyone else or whoever is their victim is the devil, and the devil is troubling them. So, what they try to do is they try to convince all the people, whoever they can convince, that this so and so person is doing this to me and they hurt my feelings and I did so much for them and this is how they repay me. So they are always the victim. They are like the lifelong victims. And all these people who they tell their stories to, they have probably been doing it for like years. So, and most of them might be like their near and dear ones, so people who actually care for the covert narcissist. So of course those people are going to think that the covert narcissist is right, and because the covert narcissist might also exhibit qualities like caring for the people whom they love, but then they make up these stories where they are the victims. So it's easy for people who are close to a covert narcissist to get lost in these stories and to actually believe them. So, what the covert narcissist will do is they will spread such stories, they will spread such rumors, they will kind of smear the person who they want to go against. And so, all the people who are close to the covert narcissist will hear this story, and the covert narcissist will not do anything in this case. The covert narcissist simply sits back and enjoys the show, because all the people who are close to the covert narcissist will then stand up and start fighting on behalf of the covert narcissist. So basically, they will just sit back, relax, and watch the show, and the people who are close to the covert narcissist will make the victim feel like you are a bad person, something is wrong with you. So that's again the shame part. They will try to shame the victim. And that's what happens a lot of times in the world as well. So if you are duped, if you get fooled by someone, people will think you are stupid. And that's what they are basically. Narcissists are like con artists. They will, especially covert narcissists, they are really like con artists. They will con you, they will take all your money, and you will be like, what the hell happened? Like how con artists take your money, covert narcissists can take away your life from you. And you will sit there wondering what happened. All these people, I loved them and I thought they were my family, but suddenly all of them are against me. So that's what a covert narcissist will do if they decide to if they decide that you have somehow troubled them. Okay, so now we can move on to guilt. So, guilt is this feeling again that, not that something is wrong with you, but it's like a brother or sister to shame. So, a person who's guilty actually also feels shameful about something. So, if I feel guilty of something, it means that I feel that I did something wrong. That's the feeling. So over time, guilt will turn into shame. So over time, if you feel guilty for a long time, you will start feeling shameful about that thing after a particular time, and it will become like a trigger for you. So you will get triggered anytime that topic comes up. So guilt is also used mostly by an overt narcissist will not use guilt, because guilt is also a sign of weakness. It's also a sign that you have hurt the narcissist in some way. And an overt narcissist is too proud to show that they can be hurt by anyone. And a covert narcissist will use guilt a lot. They use guilt tripping, so they will always guilt trip you into feeling that you did something wrong. And a covert narcissist, especially female, especially like a mother figure or someone like a grandmother who's older, will always use guilt because it works in their favor, because they have the age advantage. And especially in cultures like Indian culture or Southeast Asian cultures, where age is given like a very high regard. And I think it made sense like a long time before, where the elders were really really wise. But I mean, even now a lot of elders are wise, but I think it's just wrong to feel that everyone who's older, or an elder is a wise person. It's not always true. A lot of people who are young are also wise, and a lot of people who are older are actually more immature than younger people. So I think we have to use our discretion there. But culturally we have been taught to respect our elders. So, and even in America and other countries, I'm sure everyone respects elders, because it's when your body is not strong enough, so you need help. So it's okay to help elders and respect elders, and every culture does it. But sometimes when the elder is a narcissist, they use this good quality that people have. They will use it for their benefit. So they will use the age factor to get sympathy, to guilt others. So I think that's a bad thing to do, because you are just turning a good thing into a bad thing and taking advantage of it. So yeah, so basically, uh, such a covert narcissist will always feel sorry for themselves. They will feel that they are a victim, they are a martyr, and they will always be like not empowered, always remembering, always dwelling on the negative, that oh, so and so said so to me, and I've always been like a doormat and this and that. And although they are not like that, but they have aspects of themselves that they have repressed. So they feel that, they feel like they are a doormat. So basically, when you have an elder in your family, or even bosses or lovers can be like this, like a girlfriend might make her boyfriend feel super guilty if he doesn't call her on time, or if he does something that she thinks is wrong, instead of forgiveness, such people use guilt. So, guilt is actually the diagonally opposite emotion of forgiveness. So, if someone hurts you, you have an option of, if someone who loves you hurts you by mistake, then you have the option of forgiving them, or you have the option of making them feel guilty. Now, a person who has empathy, who has a big heart, who is forgiving, will feel that okay, let's just forgive this person because what they did was a mistake. But a narcissist will not forgive. They will act like they have forgiven you, but they will actually always try to guilt you. And by this guilt, what they do is they form this bond between you and them, because when you forgive someone, you are releasing that energy, you are releasing the negative energy that connects you to that person with that particular incident. So you are saying, I am free from whatever you said to me, however you hurt me. I just forgive you because I have the power in me to forget that incident, move on, and live my life. So you are actually releasing that energy bond between you and the person who hurt you. But when you keep the bond of guilt, it's kind of like you are chaining you and that person together. You are keeping them with you all the time. You are like, I need you to put these emotions on of guilt. So basically, a narcissist cannot survive by themselves, so they need to put out these negative emotions on you. But if you are not a narcissist, a sign of strength is forgiveness, because only the strong can forgive. If you are not a strong person, it is going to be very hard for you to forgive someone, because you are always going to feel like a victim, like they did this to me, they did that to me. But if you are a strong person, you will feel like no one can do anything to me. No one can make me feel a certain way. They might do things, but the control of feeling a certain way is in my own hands, is in my own brain, is in my own energy field. So once you get this point, you can actually easily forgive people and forget things. It doesn't mean you have to like go and get hurt by them again and again and repeat this whole cycle, but it just gives you the clarity to move on, to let go. So that's what I feel. That is why a narcissist keeps this guilt factor, because they want to keep guilting all the people who love them, that especially covert narcissists. And yeah, so this is how a narcissist will use shame and guilt to kind of bond you with them. And so, if a narcissist in your life is making you feel guilty or shameful, ashamed, I have some techniques which you can use to break free of this guilt and of this shame that you feel because of the narcissist, and I will make a video on that soon. So, I hope this helped you in some way, and as always, I wish you all a lot of love and a lot of light. Thank you. Bye.